Hello, everybody. This is Floyd. I'm a co-owner with my wife of Little Noah 7 Sales. We are resellers on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. We've been doing pretty good lately. Figured we would pass on some tips, some bolos. Uh, let you see what's working for us, so maybe it could help somewhere out there. We're not afraid of sharing, so if questions, comments, whatever, ask them in the feedback in the little comment section, and we'll keep an eye on it, tell you what we know. With that, let me just set this up and I will be right back. Thank you. Here we go with the first item out of 12 that I have for you. This is an Aikido Ultimate Warrior lot, 17 figures. So we picked this up at a Goodwill for $16, turned it around for $70. It's a really good sale for us. These are always good to pick up. These and Legos. As you'll see later on, I have a Lego one for you too. But if you see these, grab them. These little arms over here sell for quite a bit on their own. The little black and yellow ones on the left. So if you see those, go and pick them up. Just singularly, they can sell as well. Next up for you is this Japanese doll, the Sekaguchi Monochichi Strawberry doll. It was really surprising to me. Just picked this up and was looking at it. My wife was. And then turned around for $50 and we spent $4. So thrifts don't really price these kind of dolls very much. Along with plushes, they usually mark them pretty low, like $2. And some of these plushes that we find, next video I'll probably have some for you, or the video after, can sell up like 50, $60. But this first video, I just want to show you what was working these last couple weeks. So bear with me as I figure this out. Lego Bionicles. So these are the Legos I was telling you about. This is a set that sold for $100. Alright. I don't know how much we originally paid for. We bought this one a few years back, so I can't remember. But in the time I was in the Navy, I'm a retired veteran. And now I break some stuff out of the storage that we used to buy, and now selling some of it too. So I can't remember how much we sold on this. But if you see these, buy these. That's all I can say. They're worth it as long as they're reasonably priced. Even if you part them out. Tory Burch is a shoe brand I sell a lot of. That's why I have it on here. Not more so because of the price, but some of their shoes sell pretty good. These ones actually went for $28 best offer, but brand for you to keep an eye out for, especially if they're clean. Shoes can be hard to find clean. I'll give you a little tip later on that. I have 4 other pair of shoes to show you at the end. Golden Sun Nintendo DS games. Old games like this, PlayStation, Sega, original Nintendo, stuff like that always sell pretty good. You'll find some out there that are a lot more expensive than this. But, you know, these thrift stores, they know how much these things are worth usually. So you can't really find these in a thrift store for good value unless you have a good thrift near you, I guess. But we usually pick this kind of stuff up on yard sales. In a couple months when the rain and snow stops over here, we'll start seeing some yard sales popping up. And that's where we'll go to pick up these kind of items. You can find them usually for like $1, $2, up to $5 maybe. More than that at a yard sale, I usually don't buy them. So this is a acupressure massager for your neck, hands, feet. Alright, it's an open box. You're missing the batteries in the bottom right hand corner. As you can see, I sold it for $20. If you can find it brand new, they sell up to $30. I never knew about this until I just happened to look it up at a Goodwill. We paid $4.50 for this, sold it for $20. After fees and everything, we made about $13. Not too shabby. I'll look for it again. Kids' toys. We sell a lot of kids' toys, especially retro kind of shows that have been around for a while. Paw Patrol has been around for a long time. Things like Scooby-Doo work too, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But the only reason why this one sold for $35 is because the guy in the back with the yellow coveralls and the blue shirt, that's Captain Turbo. He's actually an expensive little toy. The other ones we bundled in with it, but that's why it sold so much. So keep an eye out for him. Okay, these Booba dancing, I guess you call them dolls from 2004. They're almost vintage now, but they are about 13 inches. They weigh about a pound, maybe a little over a pound each, so they're bigger than they look in the picture up there. But they will always sell. I just had a red one I sold yesterday too for the same price. So they sell fast. If you find them for a good price, I'd say under $10, you'll probably at least double your money. So here's the first brand of shoe that I really want you guys to keep an eye out for if you can find them, especially if they're clean. Sperry for men and women. Men seem to sell faster, especially the large sizes, but women sell quick too. These are boat shoes, leather, Golden Cup, which is one of their better models, but I see them listed online also as golf shoes, but they're not. They're really boat shoes. These ones sold for $50, size 11. I buy a lot of Sperry's. I'll buy a lot of these in Vionic, if you can find Vionic also, plus a couple other I'm about to show you. Alright, so in the same store as those Sperry's, I bought these. Sorry, I forgot to mention it on the Sperry's, but we paid $7.50 each for these. Turned these around for $25. When I saw them on the shelf, there was not even a speck of dirt on them, as you see them in the pictures as I bought them, which is pretty much how all the shoes I'm showing you are. Might as well go into my little tip here about these. So with shoes, that's how I got started back in September, selling shoes mostly on Poshmark. The biggest tip I can give you when you're buying shoes is watch how dirty they are, and don't just buy stuff because they're new. Those are the top two things. The dirty thing is a big deal because when you get home, what you don't think about, and it burned me at first, was you got to clean a lot of these shoes, and a lot of times they don't come out as clean as you wanted them to, and sometimes it takes a half an hour, an hour just to get them to where you can sell them, and then you can't sell them for as much as you want. So I highly recommend just buying shoes that just need a light cleaning or no cleaning. If you think you can clean them within like a couple minutes, go ahead, but more than that, I feel like I'm wasting my time. And I have a whole bunch of shoes that I'm not even listing now that I bought at some bins a while back for per pound. It's like 32 pairs of shoes, and most of them were so dirty that I thought I was gonna make some money. This was my first learning, and then I just burnt myself. One day I'll get to cleaning them, but yeah, learn from me here, my mistakes. All right, next up, Zero Grands. These are from Cole Haan, another brand that sells fast. These ones sold for $50. I spent $10 on them. So if you can find shoes like this, these brands go fast for men and women's. The men's are more like a dressy type shoe for Cole Haan, but women sell fast. This is one of their more high profile models too. Brand new, they probably go close to 100, maybe 80. All right. Lastly, for the 12 I wanted to show you for today, we have the Salomon. Salomon is known for sporting shoes. These are trail Pulsar, high pulse black. They're trail shoes. They do biking shoes, snowshoes, not snowshoes, but snowboarding shoes, skiing boots, biking, a lot of sports. That's what they're known for. I think they also do casual shoes, but I haven't found any yet. But these ones sold for $40. They're the cheapest pair of Salomons I ever sold. Normally, like most of my Salomons I sell usually go over 50, up to like 80. I think I've sold them. I sold one pair for almost 100. It all depends on the model. But if you can find them, I never turn down Salomons, especially, even at 15, 20 bucks, I'll usually buy them because they sell 100%. All right, so those are about the 12 items I wanted to show you today. Like I said earlier, if you have any comments or questions about things I do, anything from listing to packing to the items I look for, if you want to know about certain items, trust me, I'm learning every day. Half the stuff I find to sell, I've never seen it before. I'm just in the eBay store, in the thrift store with my eBay app, and I'm just looking them up as I go. And if I can make about 100% profit, I gotta think about fees and shipping. If you're doing free shipping and whatnot, anything that goes into the cost, you got to think about that. So just make sure that you make enough. I did free shipping a couple times and ended up making like 34, 50 cents, barely in the money. So those are my mistakes. I learned those things a long time ago. So ask questions if you want. I'll do my best to answer them. If I don't know, I have a couple resources I use. When I first started learning, I watched Rinzy a lot, RNZY. He now does Whatnot, but he was big. He's making like over 100,000 a year and selling shoes. Dealing with Dalton, he does shoes too. But those are the two I watch to learn everything that I know so far. But I learn a lot more every day. Every time I go to the store, I find something. But yeah, just hit me up. I'm looking forward to it. All right, take care.